Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed, where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I gotta tell you, this Mercury retrograde has just muddled up my thinking so much, and every time I climb into your energy, there's like this clearing of the fog, and it's so nice, it's so clear-headed. But there's this real tightness in my throat chakra area. Like, I'm seeing things clearly. I'm getting information clearly, but I'm having trouble speaking my mind, which seems unusual for an Aquarius, who's usually pretty good at finding the words. But that's how it feels. So let's just see what Spirit wants to talk about. While we're doing that, I would like to thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments, and for subscribing. Be sure to hit the notification button in case I go live. You can catch me. I really appreciate that. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Ooh, also, don't forget to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign is the core of you and how you feel and how you view the world. Your moon sign is how you feel about what's going on around you and how you emotionally react to the world. And your personality is your rising sign. It's how the world sees you. And yeah, I think you guys have got these cards a lot lately. Let's go ahead and get started. Not a lot of movement since I did your April reading. I believe you had this card. I've made a decision and I'm moving forward. And I'm getting away from this. And this is the clear-headed thinking. It's like, I know some people like to think of this card as a liar, cheater, thief. I think of it as that I am trying to be clever and figure out what I can do to the best of my advantage to work my way through the situation so I can extract myself in the way that works for me. It's not necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad. I think it depends on, I think it's a very self-oriented card, and it's less about worrying about what's good for everybody in the collective as opposed to worrying about what's best for you right now because you have a situation you got to navigate. So we walk into the week with the moon in your house of Aquarius. So this is all about you, and this is you making up your mind, and there's been some resistance. There's definitely been some resistance, something that you've needed to push through. And I think that's what's happening here is this, it's figuring out how to push through. You know what you don't want. You know where you want to go. Gabriel's calling you. He's blowing the trumpet. You're heading in that direction. The question becomes, how do you navigate the next steps? I think that's where you're headed at right now. And so maybe you're holding your tongue because you haven't decided exactly yet what you're going to do. Oh, but this is so nice. I've never even seen this card. Wait, I really want to look at this. I've literally never seen this card. So we have, count your blessings, enjoy your life, take pleasure in the simple things, and always expect the best. It's called Delight. It is a dragonfly wings on a Pegasus and dandelions. The seeds, which are like wishes, being whispered and blown out into the world. That is so great. I love it. That is so fun. It's whimsical, right? So I think that when you're making your decisions and you're moving forward and you're figuring out what you're going to do, follow your passions. Make your wishes. Follow your dreams. You just came out of that 12th house of hopes, dreams, goals, and wishes. And over the weekend, and I think now you're just starting to get things to move forward. So when the moon on Monday gets into Pisces, this will be your second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. We have surrender. And this is surrendering to your higher self, to the divine. When you release your need to control the situation. And this looks like someone who's definitely trying to control and figure out how to best handle the situation. Or it could be, see, the different tarot cards have different dates assigned to them. And the Seven of Swords is actually February 9th card. Don't ask me why I know that. I just do. So I don't know all of them. I know that one, though. And so I feel like this would be you. I mean, I suppose it could be that releasing control of attachment to something that someone has taken from you could be another way to look at it. But I think when you release the need to control the situation and to have total... it's your second house of self-worth, self-value. It's also financial, so you might have to release some finances. But you might have to release that, oh my gosh, that part of you that says, but I couldn't have made a mistake. Well, maybe you should look at it a different way, as in it was a learning experience and now you are wiser. Okay, so you have explore and ambition. All right, this looks like you're heading off and following your dreams, right? And now we have, she's heading off to follow her dreams, and we have explore. I don't know if you can read that. There we go. Explore and ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. So I think you should just go. Like, just move forward with whatever it is you're thinking about. There's lots of ways to explore your world. I know you're trying to figure out what's the best way to navigate, but maybe just deciding that it's time to go and let Spirit take care of the details might bring you more of a sense of peace. On Wednesday, the moon is going to move into your third house of communications, which is Aries. And it's there Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Friday is actually the new moon. But when it first gets there, there should be a sense of peace that comes with that release. And this void of course moon on Thursday, where you take a breath, where you pause, where you just kind of let everything sink in and settle in from the whole cycle of the last 28 days before you have the new moon with the new beginning. And see, there's the owl of wisdom sitting on top of the gate. And so I think that along the way, you know, we could call it mistakes, but I really think it's just learning lessons. Life is just full of lessons and blessings. And I think maybe you've come through a cycle of blessings, and now it's time to get into the flow of the blessings. Just let yourself go. Get in the flow and let Spirit take you along and get you to where you need to go. I am in the flow of the universe. So there's been divine timing at hand. There's been things you've had to learn along the way, but I think it's time to go. I mean, she's walking away. She's walking away. He's walking away. It's time to go. Get in the flow. Go ahead and explore what your world is now. It's not what it was. It's something new. And I think on Saturday, there's a realization of that. When you peek through the keyhole and you're like, wow, there is even a bigger and brighter world on the other side of this door. And just go ahead and go. So there's realization, and then there's acceptance. Acceptance of the situation. Could be acceptance of some help, but I think it's acceptance of the transformation that is occurring within you, within your circumstances, within your surroundings. There's a transformation occurring. And so let's get a little bit of guidance on that. Boy, that was super fast. This is an Aquarius card. Not because it's a hyena, but because it says dare to be different. You are so unique, and no two Aquariuses are really alike, right? You guys definitely view the world from a whole new perspective from the rest of us, and it says lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. The shark. So dare to be different. Okay, and look, the shark takes what he needs and he moves on. Takes what he needs and he moves on. So go ahead, be willing to, you know, be a little centered on self. Be ambitious, explore your surroundings, get in the flow of the universe and follow your dreams. Follow your goals and your wishes. You know, find the delight. Life isn't supposed to be so tough. There's supposed to be joy in it. It's not supposed to be just hard, right? Let's get you a color card on that. Okay, well, Aquarius, if you haven't already hit the like button, I would certainly appreciate it. I I look forward to seeing you again for the new moon reading and for the weeklies. And let's see what we have right here for your color card to wind things up. You have, oh yeah, be spontaneous and have fun. You're supposed to be having some fun. I feel like you guys have really come through a cycle that was not that much fun, and now it's time. And now it's time. So enjoy yourself, get in the flow of life, have some fun. Don't worry so much about the details of how things are going to work out. I have a feeling it's been under divine timing for a while, and things are going to work out. So, all right, Aquarius, I will see you next week. This is awesome. Have a good one. Bye. I said have a good week. I don't know what that came out as. All right, bye.